Hi, it's Bob Senk, and welcome to the first in a series of 5 training videos that accompany the 24-point listings cheat sheet you just downloaded. I've got an image of it for you right here, and as you already know, the 24-point listings cheat sheet walks you step by step through the systems I use to go from generating a new lead to winning the listing and preparing myself and my sellers for a fast and profitable sale. It's one thing to read a checklist for yourself. I've read dozens of them, and I've written quite a few myself. But it's another thing entirely for the person who designed the checklist to give you the details of their thinking behind every single bullet on it. And that's what I'm going to do for you in the next 5 videos. So you can get a minimum of 2 new listings to your business every month. Before we start, just a little background on me. Like I said, my name is Bob Senk, and I'm a former high-altitude mountain guide turned real estate agent and mega team owner. I made it to the top spot in RE/MAX's Mid-Atlantic region in just 2 short years, and now I help real estate professionals generate more leads, sales, and profits so they can grow their business and ultimately have more freedom in their lives. In the first episode, we're going to talk about the first 2 bullets on the checklist. The training I've named Generate Leads and Book Appointments. Then, starting tomorrow, I'll release another training video for you, and I'll continue to release one each day until you've seen all 5 episodes. By the way, there's absolutely no cost or obligation for this training. I'm doing this because hundreds of agents have downloaded my 24-point listings cheat sheet, and I don't want anybody to be unsure of themselves or misunderstand the approach I'm suggesting because they didn't fully understand one of the points on the checklist.
Okay, so let's get started on how to generate a free lead. You know, I saw all these different systems, and I actually bought into so many of them, and I thought, I'm spending all this money, and it's really not working for me. The time and energy I have to spend on these, what I call internet leads, that take forever to convert. And the reality is, they really weren't that good of leads. So I started something very different, and actually really easy. I read this great book, and I recommend all of you read it. It's called Fish. And in that book, they talk about there are 4 things that really make a big difference in customer service. And this is based off of a fish market, believe it or not, out in Pike's Place, which is out in Seattle, Washington. And at this fish market, they believe there are 4 things that really set them apart from everybody else. First is they chose their attitude. They can have a poor attitude, or they can have a happy attitude and a great attitude. Which would you be attracted to? So the happy attitude, right? They were present. In other words, when they were talking to somebody, they weren't looking over their shoulder, talking on their cell phone. They were present. That person was the only person in their life at that moment, the only person on earth right then. They made sure they made their day. Give a compliment to the person. Hey, I really like your tie. Those are great earrings. Don't you like your day being made? Somebody saying something nice to you. And then the best one is have fun. Come on, who doesn't like to have fun? So these 4 easy concepts, I thought, wow, choose your attitude, be present, make their day, have fun. That's pretty darn easy. And then I added a very simple step. When I do those 4 things, I then simply ask, you don't happen to know of anybody thinking about buying or selling a home, do you? And almost every time people say, no, I don't. That's okay. Because then I say, oh, that's too bad because, see, I have this amazing program. Well, my contract's only 1 day. If you don't like me, you can just fire me. Have you ever heard of such a thing? And then I say, no, are you in real estate? I sure am. And then I say to them, are you sure you don't know anybody think about buying or selling a home? And over 70% of the time they say, you know what, actually, my aunt is buying, my uncle, my cousin, my friend, my family member, whoever is buying or selling a home. And then I just make sure, the next part you got to do, I get their name, their phone number, their email address, their address. It's that simple. They give me that information. I then, the next step, right, we got this 24-point listing cheat sheet. The next step is I send them a thank you card. As easy as that. I send them a thank you card. Thank you for me. It was great. A pleasure meeting you and everything else. Isn't that the basic? Isn't that what we should expect to do? Isn't that what we were raised? And then I follow up with them with a phone call to talk to that aunt, uncle, that family member, and stay in touch with them. And now I have the very best lead there is, which is a referral. That's right, a referral. I can remember I was out training a team, and it was the very last night that I was there for a week-long training. And one of the members, I could see he learned this process from me, and I was surprised no one else was doing it. But I could see he was choosing his attitude. He was present. He was making the waitress's day. He was having fun with her. And finally he said what I just said. You don't happen to know anybody think about buying or selling a home, do you? And he screwed up the rest. But here's what her response was immediately. It was, you know what? Yes, my fiance and I are actually looking to buy a home, and we absolutely hate our real estate agent. That's what she said to him. He's like, oh, well, you know, my contract's only 1 day, and this is the part he screwed up, everything up. But he said, I'd love to help you. She said, you know what? I'd love for you to help me. You're one of the best people I've ever talked to. This is great. Now remember, all he did was choose his attitude. He's present. He made her day. He had fun with her. That was on a Friday. On Sunday, he wrote a contract for a $275,000 property and closed it 30 days later. Free. That was free. It cost him nothing. So remember, choose your attitude. Be present. Make their day. Have fun. Send them a thank you card. Follow up with a phone call. You now have a referral. And it just steamrolls from there. It snowballs from there. Really, the first 2 steps are very easy on this cheat sheet. You just have to take action. You can do it.
That's all for this episode, and I hope I've given you some new thinking and some fresh ideas to implement in your business. Every closing starts with a lead, and for the vast majority of those leads, you have to first book an appointment. No lead and no appointment. There's no closing and no commission. That's why today's episode is so important. It all starts here. And then tomorrow in episode 2, we're going to continue the listings process with the topic prepare in advance and set the stage to win the listing. I'm going to walk you through the next 8 bullets on the cheat sheet and show you why good preparation is so critical to success when you're trying to win a listing. Thanks for watching. If you like what you heard today and think you might benefit from some personalized advice on growing your listings business, I invite you to sign up for my free business strategy session. We could talk about where your listings business is today, where you'd like to take it in the future, and maybe I can give you some advice on how to get there as quickly as possible. Just click the link below if you're interested. I'll see you tomorrow for episode 2 of the 24-point listings cheat sheet. And as always, good luck and good climbing.
Hey Bob, just wanted to say thanks for the live event. This is fantastic. I'm going to bring home so many new programs, so much stuff to implement into my business. I mean, it's going to be almost overwhelming, but everything is just really, really good. And I can't wait. My business is going to feel so much better, so much more like a real business rather than just going about it just day by day.
BobSync has been phenomenal and instrumental in me breaking through to the next level. Here's proof. This is a commission check I received for $11,400. This was the first month I started working with BobSync.
He had me implement systems one by one that add value to my prospects and clients, setting me way apart from my competitors. I mean, looking back, I didn't have a chance to become successful in real estate because I didn't believe I had anything different to offer than any other agent out there. With Bob's guidance, I'm slowly gaining confidence and truly believe that what I have to offer surpasses what the other agents are doing in my area.
Well, what I did is I started showing my current sellers the listing presentation that I brought back from Bob's workshop, and they were far and blown away with how much more I'm able to offer through Bob's systems, that they started telling their friends. And so that I'm picking up a lot of listings just from my past ones that are viewing the new system. It worked out great, and I'm asking, I bumped my commissions up by 1%. I am charging more than most people in my market, but by the time I get through the presentation and the 3 levels of service that we offer, it's done. We don't argue over commissions anymore.
Hi, my name's Kyle Micklejohn. I'm out of Red Deer, Alberta, Canada. I just finished Bob's 2-day event and it was awesome. Just learned tons of things, new things I'm going to go back and implement. Actually, I decided I'm going to start implementing on the plane on the way back to Canada. Great 2 days of masterminding with some great agents from all over the country, and can't wait to get back and get to work.
you know, it's always important to spend a little time masterminding and working with others, and then really clearly identifying items that you can take away and immediately deploy that's going to help you make more money. So I got some great ideas. Can't wait to get back to my team and get them implemented.
Very easy, but it's simple systems, and I feel Bob actually does care about me and my success. It's not just a paycheck to him to say. He's very passionate about the program, and it's exciting. I've learned a lot in a short amount of time, and a lot of easy things, a lot of sort of thinking out of the box type things, and I'm excited to get some things implemented. I'd like to start with some buyer signs, listing presentation I'm excited to implement, as well as adding value to my business, doing what nobody else does. I can't wait, and I just thank you very much.